Hello guys. It has been a while since we last saw each other, haven't it? I know I have a lot of questions about what the hell happened to me, where did I go, and well, it's been a lot IRL working and other sort of things that I had to do. Um, but yeah, we're not here talking about that. It's just been a few things, family members in the hospitals, stuff like that. Really not. We're not here to talk about that now, are we? Ah, shit. Fuck. Oops. Excuse that. No, stop attacking him, Kel'thuzad. No, don't. Ah, fuck. Sorry, guys. Let me set. Don't go on. So, okay, everything's up. All right. Let us start this first then. Some of you had asked me to make another video of Kel'thuzad, and that's what I'm gonna do today. So today we're going to I'm gonna talk about the rotation. I'm gonna talk about the damage, which we will see from the corner here, as you saw when I accidentally shot the minion. So let's start simple. We have different abilities. We have the Deafening Decay, who leaves a pool on the ground, does an AoE small damage. It prolongs longer with the level 1 talent of the Plague Land, which I'm not using at the moment. But it's a very good build to use in certain maps, such as Tomb of the Spider Queen, Garden of Terror, Sky Temple. It's also good in Hanamura. No, not Hanamura, sorry. I mixed that up with Volskaya, and it's very good in Volskaya. Shaneville can also be good in every map, but like I said, it's accuracy. So let's start with the rotation. We'll start simple by shading this target into this. As you can see, the total damage there was 4,490 damage, as you can see. What I did, let me reset the cooldowns again. The first thing you want to do, say that this target here, or say this target here, target on me here, number 1 here, is charging me. I'm having low health. What I do is usually, okay, I need this mount here. I run away, I chain this with this, and then grip. Oh shit, fuck. Sorry. Let's redo that. Do this, or in my case, I don't really deafen decay, but in most occasion, if you need to escape, you do this, and you chain, and then you run. That's how I usually do it. Or if I want to save an ally, I do the same thing over again. So we do this, I chain this into that, rooting and deafen decay, and if I have to, I pop this just to get them slowed so my teammate can escape or run away. The difference from the damage now is that like I told you from the first video I posted, that you have to be quick when you use your cooldowns and your combos. So the quicker you land your combos, the better for you. So again, you start off with chaining the target, you root them in, Shadowfacer ult, and then as you can see, like how it went. So you start with chaining the target, chain them together, Frost Nova, Deafen Decay, that, and then ult. So you wanna, like I said, you need to do this fast, so you chain, cooldown, ult, Shadowfacer, and you charge through. One more time. And you guys can pause this, but like look at how I do this. Like all my abilities goes on cooldown immediately. So I chain into that, Frost Nova, Deafen Decay, Shadowfacer, and then I dash into the targets. Now I forgot to use that. Right. These are my cooldowns. And let's do that one more time. So chain, root, Shadowfacer, ult, and you charge. By that I already done 11,000, or as you saw from my previous attack, it was 14,000 damage. So Kel'thuzad is a very strong mage. I'm gonna reset my talents. I'm gonna use my second build here. Here I usually take Phylactery, but Yeah, let's use my original build then. Accelerated FK. Frost Blast is also good, but nothing I would rather take. Can Actually, let's try it. I haven't really tried it as well as much. Hungering Cold, and then that. So, it is occasion. Complete the quest again. So now my quest is done. We do this. Ah, shit, fuck. Sorry. Let me reset that. So I can redo that properly. So again, chain into that. As you see the damage, 37, 36,000. And this is like how fast you do this. You see how much damage this is, because it's... I mean, this is obviously target dummies, obviously, but still, the damage you see here, if we... Let's redo that again so we get a proper view of this. So around an average amount of damage as the Shane build, which is up on 16,000 damage. Not too bad, not too shabby. Another thing I can show you now, let's set in minions on the lane, or if you take in a camp, is that you can use the mercs to get the value out, and with the quest and everything you complete it very fast. Clearing lanes is not as hard either. You have put your Shade of Naxxramas on the front line, back lane, and then yourself on the front line. Pushing lanes, however, can be easy as well, but you could just put Death and Decay, and as you can see, the siege damage goes pretty heavily down, and you provide yourself with a lot of damage to take down lanes and pushing. The reason I don't use the phylactery... Oh yeah, I'm not dead yet. Right, sorry. Considering I'm not dead yet, the phylactery is also good because, well, you heal yourself with 10% of the damage done. But okay, so let's just show this again for those who want to see again. You Shane, old Shadow Fissure, or this is Frost Blast. As you can see, 17,000 hero damage total, and 3,900 damage per second, which is a lot of damage from Kel'thuzad with the combination of what I'm using. So the main builds I use is is Death and Decay and the Shane build. I will show you now the other build. So the third build is the Frost Nova build, and I'm gonna use exactly the same build I used on my... here comes the tough part, like I said before from my previous video with the Frost Nova. You can do this. Let me take this one first. Complete the quests. So I'm gonna show you the difference now, how much damage you will do. You see that, like, you see the damage is 11,000. The reason I never use Frost Nova build is because it doesn't provide as much burst damage. So if we do don't take Frost Blast. Chain of Ice, let's take Power of Ice Ground, and then take this. Now I'll show you. Complete my quest again. This is the only way you'll get your combos through. As you can see, it's just constantly proccing, because your root, as you can see at level here, your Frost Nova does 75% more damage to target after 30 Blight. You gain 0.5 second additional for the root, which gives the Frost Nova a 3-second root. So basically, the best way of providing much damage as you can for Frost Nova is just basically using your ult constantly. So it refreshes itself like that. But like I said, this is target dummies, which makes it a little bit harder to sustain the damage you need to provide it. For other things, I would say that this build is not, like, for example, good to take in bruiser camps because of, well, you can understand the reasons why I have like trouble with this, because you're not providing enough damage to the mercs, and this will take you longer, which means like whoever the enemy team has a solo laner might be able to put their nose where it doesn't belong and kill you within time before you even get the camp done. So like I said, the Frost Nova build is only good for sustained damage against players. Not something I would use in laning or taking Merc camps with, because, or at least with an ally, at least on my side, because I don't take the camps on my own. So like again, I'll show you. And the reason it resets, it's because I killed a target. And that's just how the fucking bullshit works here. So it's about... Okay, well, let that reset. Just let it reset. So chain, into that, into root, into def and decay. Into ult, and you do about 15,000 damage total, or around 10,000-ish, which is not as much as if I were to use... let's go back to chain build. This, and this, and then complete my quest. Even though it was 11,000 damage, it's still a lot of damage converted from my abilities, so it's around 12, 13, 14,000 damage. And it's provided from my damage, from my burst, from my chain that reduces the damage dealt. So throughout it, I would say Chain and Death and Decay would be those talents I would use the most, due to the fact that you can provide with yourself, with Chain build you can provide much burst damage and sustained damage in team fights, and like I said with the quest, the main issue, let's add in the enemies. Let's take, let's take Alarak, I guess. And I need to reset my levels. Completing my quest is the most annoyingest part that I will have as a problem. So the thing here is that you want to complete your quest as soon as you can, but since, say you're playing alone, you're solo laning like I'm doing now against Alarak, the problem I will have with Alarak is that, like I said, I have no stacks, I have to get my stacks up. So my best tip for you, don't solo lane in the start of the game. That's the most stupidest thing you can do. So if you're gonna play with, if you don't have a solo laner, then I would just recommend don't use one. Don't send yourself as Kel'thuzad or Kel'thuzad or whatever solo laning. Not saying Kel'thuzad is a bad solo laner, he can clear lanes easily, obviously, but it would be not the hero I would suggest you guys using. Another tip I have for you if you're gonna play Kel'thuzad is that don't stress. Have time to think, like for your escapes, you're low, or if saying, okay, let's see if I can add in Butcher here. See the Butcher. Let's see if that's working. Yeah, there's the Butcher, and then remove the minions. So I want to see if Butcher can charge me here. You see me running away from the Butcher. I'm trying to survive. I'm waiting for him to charge me, which he's not really doing at the moment because he's fucking attacking me like an idiot. I want him to charge me, what he's not really doing at the moment, which I'm waiting for him to charge me. Come on, charge me, you fucking bastard. Sorry guys, I'm really trying to get him to charge me. Oh, Jesus Christ. I can't set up his health back, can I? Can you fucking I'm sorry. No, here. I popped that. Gain 50 armor. So you see that, like, I don't even need a lot of damage to kill a Butcher. Now I did take the fucking wrong ult here, but still. So let's reset the cooldowns again. See if I can get him to charge. Here comes the charge. You pop that. He does 50% less armor to you. Let's see if I can... Can I complete the quest for him as well? No. Okay, well, that explains it. Can't I... If anyone knows how to do this, I'm trying to complete the quest for the butcher as well, but it's harder than it looks for me. Sorry. So like I said, when butcher ever charge you, you pop your armor of the Archlich, you root him, and you try, like, that's the best way for you. Like, even if butcher has completed his quest, because now I know he hasn't fucking completed his quest, I know. But the reason you should never be worried when it comes to the butcher is because he can't really... Also, even if he has like full damage and full stacks and 230 meat, or what the fuck it is, like, don't be scared by the butcher, because you can easily chain him into another player ult and like just provoke some damage into it, or if needed you can reset cooldowns. Say this is the butcher here, and then after he charged me, root him. Oh shit, fucked that up. Yeah, like I said, you root him, or let's just put him back in here. I showed you in my first guide that I posted when I put that spike thing. Let's see if I can get butcher in here. I need him to charge me. So first thing first, I'll cooldowns, and then the first thing I do, I know he's gonna charge me. Put my spike up, so it puts up this wall thing, so he can't get past it, which allows you to get yourself a little bit more time to run away from the butcher. So it's another way of keeping yourself alive longer, and you can provoke more damage to it, and you survive longer, obviously. Before anyone even say to me like that's just horseshit, it's just a waste, and you don't, it doesn't really matter, because when you play Kel'thuzad, it's not about, when it comes to Kel'thuzad, it's always about damage, it's about timing, precision, and your reflexes. That's it. There's nothing else to it. So he's gonna charge me again. I'll chain him up. So I mean, don't be afraid of the butcher if he charges you. I mean, I'm not saying don't run straight into him and just take a fucking stun in the face. I mean that just go try to walk away from the butcher. He comes charging at you. The moment, like a millisecond before he's gonna stun you, you pop your armor of the Archlich, which grants you 50 physical armor for 4 seconds. For 50 seconds, that would be OP. For 4 seconds, and it slows enemies by 35% for 4 seconds and deals 99 damage. The damage, however, fuck that. Because unless you're planning to kill the butcher, excuse me, unless you're planning to actually kill the butcher, I wouldn't really say that would be a choice you should do. But if you have like less than 40% health, obviously. Well, like I said, the main reason is I pop my armor of the Archlich before butcher hits me with the charge, because then he does 50% less damage to me, even if he has his quest completed, which means that he does less damage to me, and I won't be worried about it. So like I said, there's a lot of heroes here. The main issue Kel'thuzad has is that Li Ming's, for example, let's take a Li Ming into this. For me, I always hated Li Ming, and I'm not sure if everyone else can agree with me. Let me set back the level to 20 for us all. Repick my talents, just there we go, thank you. Li Ming went orb build. Okay, so that's not really the Li Ming. The problem I have with Li Ming is that whenever I use the shit. Sorry. Let me reset my cooldowns again. So the main issue I have with Li Ming is always that the real Li Mings, they keep distance from me, and for me it's a little bit more harder for me to land my combos against a Li Ming, because when you chain them, they obviously blink away or port away from you, and like that. And also because Li Ming is a smaller target, which makes it much harder for me to hit her. So I mean, don't expect a Li Ming like this to just stand in front of you and poke you with auto attacks, because that's never gonna happen. But yeah, like I said, Li Ming is a smaller target for me to hit with my chain. So I need to at some occasions I have to do this, that, and this to get her killed. Let's do this. Cooldown, set level to 20 again, so I get my health back up. But yeah, some ranged heroes can be really troubling. Li Ming, for example, is one of them for me. Then there's Genji, who's also an issue for me. Kerrigan, I would never say to you guys is an issue, because, well, she is never an issue. So here we have Genji. He goes for, well, the one who really knows this can explain to me what build it is in the comment below. But yeah, so we're waiting for Genji to come out. Genji, where's the bastard? Hello, Genji. Is he behind the gate? Hello, there he is. So, for example, Genji can also be annoying because of the basic attack he does. But obviously this is not going to happen like this, but another thing I despite about it is that this is one of the few reasons to why I despite Genji. Mostly because, he's around, he's poking, he's dodging and shit like that, and the worst thing I know is, yeah, exactly, the deflecting part, for example, is the worst part you can do in any definite case situation, because it'll deflect your damage right back at you and kill you, and then strikes you and you're dead. Which is why, I have my very big issues with certain hero. We can take Deathwing actually, and then hold on, set it to 20 again. Sorry, I need to just get that 20 up so I can sorry, I need to get that level 20 up. I can't really do it now. Like I said, for example, some people might have a problem with Deathwing, and I don't blame you. Deathwing is a big ass bruiser who's constantly unstoppable. So the way you deal with Deathwing is a little bit more different than the other heroes. Let me just kill him so I can get to 20 so I can reset. Okay, can you... Sorry, I know I'm just auditing 20, but still, I just want to get to reset the fucking bullshit. Which is actually what I'm trying to do. So, 1 second, guys. Oh my god, are you kidding me? I'm not getting any XP from this. Yeah, stop attacking me, you bitch. Okay, this was the most weirdest guide I have ever made in my history of guides. Excuse me. Fuck do I need to do for... Oh yeah, right, mercs. Can't take mercs. Yeah, again, sorry. Just give me a second. I just need to get that level 20 ding, because I don't want to be 21 when I go all out on Deathwing. Okay. Set level to 20. Okay, that, and then that. Complete quest. Okay, so that's done. As you can probably wonder, how do you deal with Deathwing? And that I can say that it's a lot harder than it looks, because even if I fight Deathwing now, I mean he dies from the tower now. The main issue I have with Deathwing is the part that he is unstoppable, and I have a much more bigger issue dealing with Deathwing than I have to deal with any other heroes. Valeera is also a problem because of her Cloak of Shadow, but what I usually do when it comes to Deathwing is that I poke him usually from afar with my Death and Decay. That's all I do. I'm not trying to like, because I know I can't land a root, or if he's getting close to me, I usually ult, trying to make him step in it. Or if I'm running away from Deathwing, I put this up, and he can't get past it. As you can see, it's so keep that in mind. The bigger the target, the much easier it is for you to escape. So let's see if I can get him out here again. Yeah, I'm unstoppable. So I put my eye block there, and since this is too big of a, now for example that was a big, I can't really choose the map to do this try thing. I can't really do much for it. So the main issue I have with Deathwing here is because that he is unstoppable 24/7. I can't land my combos on him. So the best thing you can do if you're fighting Deathwing is to poke him from a distance and not do what I do now of having him standing in the tower and shooting you, even though he's an elite, AI elite, it still kind of stands in. Whatever, I'm not gonna question it. But yeah, for example, Deathwing is one of the few heroes that you can consider being a very big pain in the ass. So any hero with a lot of mobility, Tracer for example, I can assume most of you have had so many issues with Tracer, and that's nearly the same thing. The best thing you need to do when you fight Tracer is to you need to have armor of the Earth Lich. It's a must if you're fighting Tracer. All of our attacks based on basic attacks. That's basically it. But anyways, let's remove Deathwing now, and before I switch to the next guide, which is going to be same two. I'm going to make two guides in one video. Amazing. No. Okay, so let's reset my cooldowns, and I'm going to show you once again. Cooldowns reset, complete quest. Quest is completed. Yes, nice. All right. So we start over again for the Shane build. Fuck. Excuse my language. So first thing first, you always start with chaining the target. You chain into not. Excuse me, that was my fault. Fucking god. Sorry. Chain into chain, Devon Decay, Shadow Fissure, ult, Shifting Malice. That's it. If you're doing on a single target, reset again. You put the spike up. You root. So you want to try getting in that cooldown every single time. So you get the value out as soon as possible. Now you saw me doing 4,500 damage. Say that the target is chasing you and you can't really get a place. You do this, you do that, this, old shadow of it. Oh my goodness, I can't aim for shit today. Sorry. Like I said, Shane, this, that. And you do about 5,107 damage. So I mean, there's different ways to make sure to seal the combos. Reset the talents again, and this time we're gonna use the Death and Decay build as a final before I switch. So again, Frost Blast can be good. We're gonna do this on 2 attempts. So first time Frost Blast, I would use this one over that, and then this. Say you're doing a team fight, your team is about to fight, and then you just do this, pop this. As you can see, like, it's not as much damage. 10,947. It's pretty alright. And let's do this then. So that's 10,000 damage. Let me reset the towns again. And this time, this. I can take this, and this. So now you have Power of Ice Crown instead. Complete the quest. I don't know if I actually forgot to do that in the beginning. Might have. And you see 15,666 damage. Let's actually try that again. Sorry, Hungry and Cold. Oh right, I'm stupid. It doesn't even. Oh, I'm an idiot. I'm sorry, guys. I thought I was out of my blue now. Complete the quest. So we do this, and you see 15,500. It's about 400 damage difference ish, about 300. So it's not that big of a difference. But like I said, my recommendation: use Frost Nova, use Deafen Decay build or Shin build. Frost Nova I wouldn't consider using unless you're going out for full sustained damage, just to be like, unless you're just aiming to be on top hero damage, then go for it. Anyways, guys, let's move on to the next hero. So, leaving the try mode, we're gonna continue on to the next hero. And this hero, I know you have seen many guides of her. We all know her, we all love her. Okay, well, not everyone. But here we go. I give you now the next guide and the final one I will give you of my main hero. Yes, we will, Valeera. Toggle off the minions. I don't want any allies at the moment. Take none. And no enemies. Alright, sorry. Let me set the level to 20. And Subtlety, Initiative, Fatal Finesse, Cloak of Shadow, Death from Above, Assassinate, and Rupture. Complete the quest. So all my quests are completed. I'm level 20 now. Nice. Okay, so what you want to do, get this thing over. Starters, opening up. Depending if you say you're fighting Diablo, the first thing you want to do is silence, and you want to stack as much Garrote as you can on the target. Just poke him up with damage. By the time he does this, wait, sorry. Let's do this. Actually, the dummy is a bad, example. Let me do this instead. Let's use Diablo. So, as we can tell, you guys know Diablo is a strong hero. He has a lot of damage. He has a lot of survivability. He's having major damage. He went for, I don't know if you guys know this build, but I guess Stomp build or whatever. The reason I take the Rupture build at level 20, like I have said in previous videos, is because Valeera provides stuns, or provides damage over time, which is like equal to up to increase the Garrote's damage over time by 100%. Valeera's basic attack refreshes the duration of the Garrote. Where the fuck are you, Diablo? Come out. I hate when this happens. I gotta wait for Diablo. There it is. Okay, so you can see Diablo's health, 6,195 damage. I Garrote him. As you can see, his health is slowly going down. And like I said before, Diablo can provide a lot of problem for you. But one thing to keep in mind of when you fight Diablo is don't be afraid of Diablo. Don't think about like, oh shit, he's gonna smack me. As long as you have your cloak up and you know when to cloak. I can do this as well. I can ambush him, and now for example, see he tried to charge me into the wall. I wait for this. I could do this. I Garrote him, cloak. I stun him and get away. So you constantly keeping your cooldowns off, because as most people can tell, by using your stealth abilities, they have like what, 1 second. Everything has like about 1 second cooldown, and your stealth, your vanish has about exactly 8 second cooldown. which is reduced by half when you use that from above. Another thing to keep in mind of when you play Valeera, especially I have seen so many, is that when people play her, they're going so cautious and scared. Like as soon as say Diablo, if Diablo can get me out of stealth, or let's say I get out of stealth, he hit me out of stealth, that they run away from the target, and that's just shows pure weakness, and that's very bad. If I attack and say Diablo gets me out of stealth, I don't back away. I'm still trying to provoke some damage to be like that guy that just gonna hit and run, or not hit and run, but you know, you kind of want to get in those small pokes of damage on Diablo or on whatever it is you're fighting. So you don't want to have that constant issue of being annihilated within seconds. For example, like that, we're both 20. I still know I can kill Diablo. Obviously that's an AI now, but I know I can take down a Diablo on my own even if I have 50% or less. The reason and my key to this is because you have to stop thinking about, oh my god, Valeera's so squishy, or you know, Valeera's underrated. Like I heard one guy, and probably a lot of you guys agree with that guy, saying, oh well, Valeera's such an underrated hero, she's rarely good, she's not having any fucking value, oh she's so useless in rank. And be my guest, if that's what you think, get the fuck out of the channel and unsubscribe, whatever, I don't care. But if you truly, if that's truly what you believe about Valeera, then I'm sorry, this channel ain't nothing for you. Valeera can provide so much help and assistance. Say that your ally is about to die, Valeera can help in, jump in, and stun the target, blinding the target for about 0. Yeah, blinding them for 0.75 seconds, right? You can also, by time, say that your target is about to get, your team is about to get screwed. Another thing you can do is that you ambush in, you jump in, you're trying to buy time, they're gonna chase you, you know they will, and you just keep your distance, kind of dragging them away so your teammate can escape. That's all you gotta do. There's nothing more to it. So Valeera has a lot of value. If people keep saying that she doesn't, then they have not even played against a real Valeera. Because even if I fight Diablo, take Raynor, take whatever you want, oh shit, it doesn't really matter. Because I know that Valeera has so much support, and I would say she is not in the average tier. I wouldn't call her in like an average tier like Raymain or like Hanzo or whatever. As we all know, Valeera's biggest weakness is minion or is laning, because she can't lane for shit. And yeah, but she can still take camps very easily on her own. She can, she could take bruiser camps as well on her own. Even if people like, oh well, Valeera still doesn't have any damage, doesn't really refresh the cooldown when she's using a strike. Well, I mean, I guess that's obviously true. I mean, everyone knows that. It only refreshes when it hits a hero, but it's still worth the damage because you still do some damage when you use it. And if people keep arguing and saying, oh well, Valeera is such a bad hero, she can't do jack shit, and oh my god, everyone who first pick her in rank is just an idiot. Keep in mind that even if Valeera is first pick, which I usually do at times when I play rank, and coming from a guy who is now plat 4, not that it matters, I still first pick her, but at times I haven't really played that much Valeera now, because I mean, I know my hero, I know Valeera, I could even play Valeera with one hand, because I have Raise Naga Trinity, which I would say get it because it's a fucking amazing mouse and you can actually play with one hand, which I just did now. Yeah, get Razer. I would recommend it. I would put it down in the description if you haven't. Get a Razer Naga Trinity. It's a very amazing mouse. It's a good mouse. You can play with one hand and, well, you can relax with the other one if you want to, but it's totally up to you how you want to do it. Let's take a counter for Valeera now, because I should not really be abusing Butcher like I do, or Diablo like I do. Let's actually take Li Ming, because she's actually one of the few heroes I hate with playing with Valeera, and many people, even pre-Helix, can verify that I hate that Li Ming is my biggest counter. Uh, Same build as usual: Cloak of Shadow, Death from Above, Assassinate, Rupture, complete quest. And this time we're fighting Li Ming, and I usually can ambush, you know, for the value, but the main issue I have with Li Ming at times is because of the... Sorry, she was already done. Is because I rarely rely on ambush on Li Ming, because even if I ambush, she ports away, she can kite, she shoot missiles, and, you know, put you out of placement. So what I usually do is I either silence her as much as possible, and trying to gain a strike, you know, here and there, and... Oh my god, Jesus. Excuse me. Can't aim. What the fuck is wrong with me today? Yeah, sorry. So that's how you do it. I either silence her, or... Because the thing is that she can provide mobility, which is small, but it's still something. So I usually stun or silence her. If she ports away, you know, kind of move around, trying to get close. And there's a lot of heroes you can screw over. Li Ming is just one of them. Let's take Genji. I can find him with this much health. I survive it. Genji is another hero that can screw Valeera over by throwing shrunks around like an idiot, and that's just... Sorry. Those who loves Genji, I know he's not an idiot. He's a pro, whatever. Fuck, I know. Um, but for me, he's an ass, and just fucking annoying when he swift strikes out to save himself. Um, so let's start with this. The first thing you don't want to do on Genji, you don't want to stun him, you don't want to ambush him in the back. Genji, come on and play. The thing you want to do against a Genji, and I have said this in my previous videos, and I have never showed it, but if Genji can come out of his fucking hiding spot now, I would be so pleased, because then I can fight him properly and demonstrate my way of dealing with Genjis with Valeera. If he's coming out now. Hello, there he is. Okay, so the first thing you do, he's gonna throw shrunks, you dodge, and then you silence him. If he deflects, you stop. See, like that, he deflects, stops, and then you go back. You don't need to execute him. You can evacuate, obviously, if you want. But as long as your poison damage is just all over his health, he's dead in 2-3 seconds. Let's switch to... Tracer. And as we all know, Tracer is a heavy 100% mobility hero who has blink, mobilities, poking from a distance, getting up, smack you in the back, and you're dead. The way you deal with Tracer is exactly the same thing. You burst her down, you run, and as you know, she's gonna come up to you, she's gonna try. That's like the thing, you go back and, like I said, you go back and forth, like I did with Diablo. That's the only way you'll deal with the Tracer in the most profitable way without getting yourself screwed. So I mean, you can't blind her, obviously. I can even ambush her if I want to, but I cloak there, which I don't... It's a reflex I have with cloaking when I have no health. As we can see here, Tracer's new talent, since she gets reworked, reduce the cooldown of a meal. Oh, they have... Where's that new thing? Or they... I don't know, sorry. I'm not 100% of the reworks on every hero. But yeah, like I said, when it comes to Tracer, all you can do on her is you silence her or ambush her, up to you what you want to do. You poke her, you back away a bit, she's going to chase you, you go there, and then obviously she's not going to stay and just, you know, kind of like, oh, no health, I'm going to stay and keep fighting. She's going to run back. But keep in mind that whenever you fight Tracer, make sure that within those few seconds that even if she recalls, that you poke her down so heavily as you can. Now she didn't pop recall or whatever. But whenever she pops recall, like, don't be afraid that shit, fuck, she gains health back. Keep in mind that you can stealth. You can go heal if you want, or wait for your or like re-stealth, reopen up on her, and burst her down as quickly as possible. I can't blind. Let's try blinding her now, and we'll see. Like, you see the difference is cloaking that. Now she ulted me, for example, and I cloaked it, which gave me like 75% less damage from her ult, which is very good for me. So I survived it. Um, so that's one thing, for example, that I enjoyed to use with Valeera. Cloak is so strong. Set the level back to 20. And we're gonna choose the same talent. I'm not gonna go out from another build now because that's not why I'm here for. Complete the quest. Let's see, if you're fighting as a Muda, for example, the clones will complete your quest for you in 3 seconds. Here comes the part where I say that this hero, we all know him, we all fucking despise him because he has such a fucking big win rate, and I hate this hero. I'll give you my biggest fucking counter. And you're probably wondering, the fuck are you talking about? Ufer's your counter? What? That's not fucking possible, man. Well, it fucking is. Because there's one reason this... Okay, he has the fucking wrong build. Ufer counters you because even if you stun, silence the bastard, he can still heal himself, gain 20 armor, which basically screws you over. Because you can't kill Ufer. Because he nullifies your damage. Ufer is the biggest counter to any burst hero in the game. Ufer can provide so much deniable of burst from Valeera's ambush or anything else. I ambush him. He gains like 30 armor, as you can see, and he regains all the health. Like my damage takes, it takes. Ufer is one of the few heroes it takes me longer time to kill because he has. I can't burst down that armor. So like for me, obviously this is an AI now because that was an easy kill, but as you see, Ufer lasted longer than any other hero I were fighting because Ufer is the only one that can screw you. So if you see Valeera in rank getting picked in a draft, the biggest counter to Valeera is Ufer. You pick that Ufer pick because you can see fifth. Or wait, that's probably a talent he took, right? Ufer, stop chasing me, you bastard. Holy Fire, Guardian of... Yeah, from 25 to 50. So this, for example, Guardian of Ancient King, I would say this is one of the best, one of the most valuable talents against Valeera. Overall, getting 25 armor is pretty good as well. So you can see Ufer healing himself up. He's up at 30 armor. I'm still trying to burst him down as much as I can, but as you can see, he survives longer than all other heroes because he eats up my burst damage. I can't kill him within time. So he survives it. Ufer is your biggest fear as a Valeera player if you play Valeera, but Ufer will be the one that kills you. Not Arthas, not Lunara, or Lunara can too if you fuck up. But the only way to deal with Lunara is that you use Cloak of Shadow. If you're trying to run away, say she hits you, cloak it immediately, then re-stealth, get into a bush, something, re-stealth, try avoid her, heal up, and get your start up. So you get your things up off cooldown. I think... No, Arthas can't either screw you. Like most tanks can't really screw you, they can't really do much damage to you or provoke you too hard to take you down. So, as a review of this all, from all the things you've seen now from both Kel'thuzad and Valeera now, sorry Valeera doesn't become too long, I have to go to work as well soon. So this is gonna be, that's why I made two guys in one. Long story short, to review it shortly, Ufer is the only hero in the game that can actually break Valeera in two because of the armor buff that rebukes every single possible burst damage Valeera can provide. And if people can say like, oh well, if you use Sinister Strike building, I mean, it fucking doesn't really matter. If you silence the bastard, go slowing him and just using Garrote and using Garrote build, or if you use Sinister Strike build and getting this Seal Fate dealing 50% additional damage, oh my god, now you have 175% damage with your Sinister Strike when the target is suffering from Silent Root or a stun. Oh man, that's just amazing more damage. Plus you have the Relentless Strike reducing the cost of your Sinister Strike by 15. Okay, nice. And then you have Mutilate, which deals 125 second but reduces your range by 1, which, oh man, it's good, but wait a second. If you get caught in something, you're dead because you can't run out of a Kel'Thuzad's Root or Kel'Thuz's Flame Strike, which means that you're getting straightly hit no matter what. So, if you hear someone even, because I know people's gonna argue in this comment below now saying that, oh well, it's because you're playing quick match or you just plat 4, you don't know what the fuck it is to be like Grandmaster, Master. That has nothing to fucking do with the point of you using Smoke Bomb against a fucking Kel'Thuzad or a Kel'Thas, or even using Smoke Bomb against Uther, because even if I were to take the Smoke Bomb, it still wouldn't matter. Uther would heal himself and I would still lose damage because I take damage from other casters and spell mages and whatever. So if you're going to put a comment saying, well, she's an underrated hero, fine by me. If you think that she's an underrated hero, goodbye, get out of here. But if you truly wish to play Valeera, if you want to really put your value to the test, do you want to be this overpowered hero who just constantly bursts down people quickly, doing as much damage as you possibly can with your hero? I mean, look at this. I don't provoke a lot of damage, but with my Gero talent, my Sinister Strike, everything I have, I do about 7,000 damage per total. I can do with my burst damage 7k damage. Reducing that by 20% damage from Uther makes me land on approximately 4 to 5k thousand damage. So if you're gonna go around and put comments below argumenting about me, how I should play Valeera, how Valeera works, then I'm sorry, you're in the wrong fucking place, because I have played Valeera since she came out. I have spent time on Valeera, I have learned everything from Valeera. When Butcher and Alarak, for example, when Sol'Jin and Alarak came out, for Sol'Jin I had such a long time dealing with Sol'Jin because I had so much issue. And back then I was just using Smoke Bomb and I realized Smoke Bomb and I can fucking screw Sting over. Alarak was a hero that took me approximately 3-4 months until I mastered how to beat him up, which took me a lot longer than should have been. Anyways, guys, I hope this guide was helpful to you and that it gave you a little bit more sight on how Valeera works, how Kel'Thuzad works. Again, sorry if I sounded a little bit hostile there, but don't take it wrong. I just hate when people keep saying Valeera's shit and that she's not working, she's not good, she's not usable in rank. Valeera can provide so much damage, she's so strong, and she's one of my favorite heroes in the game. The main hero I have at 332, if you count in, no, 435 if we're going to be exact, if we're going to add this account with my main account. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoy this guide. As always, when it comes to Kel'Thuzad, like I said before, if you're running away, use the small escape routes. If a small path, put your spike near you so you pass it. It becomes like a small little structure wall, preventing your enemy team to get to you and allows you to survive. Even if Stitch just hooks you, you're not gonna get like squarely through it. The spike will block it, so you won't be dragged away with it. For Valeera, same thing. When I deal with Lunara, you can blind her, stun her, or ambush her, burst her down. If she puts her trait on, you cloak it and then burst her down, and she's dead. That's all you need to think about. Li Ming, like I said, stun / silence because she has small mobility. Tracers and Genji, prioritizing on silence because of the fact that you want to keep the plague damage, poison damage on them at all time. You want to make sure that their health is covered in damage over time, because your poison damage will make them bleed to death before they even get a chance to get healed off, even if they take the healing fountain. Unless Tracer take, oh, is that a health pack? For Genji, deflects, he's gonna deflect your damage. You stop, you rotate around him, go around in a circle like this or some shit. Just go around in a circle, avoid hitting him, and then you go straight into him. Fatal Finest, Sinister Strike, poke. Try to make sure his entire health is covered damage from time, then he's gonna die from it. But yeah, I hope this guide gave you guys a little bit bigger sight on Valeera and Kel'Thuzad. And as always, I hope to see you guys really soon in the Nexus. I haven't been playing a lot, but I promise you I am coming back to HOTS, and there's going to be more guides, more videos of my new teammates, my new heroes, Alexstrasza, Murky, Jorel, as you have seen some game with her. Dahaka is going to come in too. I'm going to add some... let me see. I might actually add in some games of You have seen a Mephisto game, I know. Some Oriole games actually too, because I'm gonna play Oriole too. So I'm a little bit trying out new things, and I found some new things that I can play, especially not Alaric, so don't expect me to play Alaric. Anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed this day, and have a good one, and I will catch you all in the Nexus.